All right. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Um, how's it going, everybody? Excuse me. I have a bit of a cough, cold thing going on today, so my voice sounds very sexy or gross. One of the two. There's only two extremes there. It can only be one or the other. Anyhow, um, drinking my coffee. You let me know if my audio is weird because I've been running into lots of like, whoa, just about pouring my coffee all over my desk. Nice. Anyhow, how's everyone doing today? Let me know if you're in the chat and you're saying hey or whatever. Today's kind of a all over the place stream. I don't have a whole lot of plan, um, because I don't. That's how I am. I don't have a whole ton of plans for today, but yeah, it's surprisingly quiet today. I'm wondering, is like, am I actually streaming lives? Lives? I am streaming live. There we go. Okay. Whoa, that's a bit of like inception there. All right. Well, I'm just gonna get into it a little bit today. I guess I'm just gonna start doing some stuff. So I think a couple of things. I got some pull requests for my advanced query loop plugin that I'm gonna probably merge in today. Also, I got, that's not what I want. I've been doing a lot of work with Studio, which is a whole ton of fun. I should say a lot of work with Studio. Studio is an open source, like it's all available here. So if you're interested in like, you know, working with it, it's kind of fun. I've never really built an Electron app before, so this is the actual thing, but this is the repository for it if you want to check it out. Yeah, and yeah, I got my first pull request merge, which I'm super excited about. I'm very, very, very. Oh, it's right here. See that? Ray Welcher, right there. That's the pull request. What was happening was when you import from certain environments, if there wasn't any like, so for example, if your backup didn't have a plugins directory in it, what was happening was any existing plugins directory was being deleted, which is not really what I would expect to do. I mean, the premise behind these backups is you would import a full backup. So you drag and drop like a backup from Jetpack or whatever, and drop it in there, and it's supposed to be like a clone of your site, and that makes a lot of sense, and that's probably the right way of doing it. But what was happening was I was setting this up for like an internal project that I'm working on, and I had a site, and I just wanted the database because I have, when I set up local development sites, I have all kinds of plugins in there that would never be on a live site. Like I have like query monitor, debug bar. I don't know. User switching is one that I use all the time, and I wouldn't install that on the production site or even a staging site because I'm just testing it. I'm just testing, local stuff. So I didn't want all the plugins to come down, so I just wanted the database. So I dropped it in, and all my plugins got deleted. So that set me down the road of figuring out why that was. But now it should be fixed in the next version, which I don't know when it gets released, but it'll be out soon. And I got to read a bit of TypeScript, and I had some fun with it. So, anyways, yes, very quiet today. I don't see anybody in my chat. That's weird. I mean, normally I'm just so popular. Let's see. I got two people watching right now. That's great. I love both of you. It's probably a bot and me. This is great. Okay. Well, maybe I'll just start working on stuff, and if people drop by, we can chat. Excuse my slurping. All right. So this was a cool little PR that Fabian from 10 Up pinged me about this morning, and so it looks like there's some weirdness going on with let's see if we can reproduce this, and then I'm gonna get this downloaded. So okay, all right, so let's go like this. Let's go. What is this? This is default. Okay, I'm gonna just say PR for post type weirdness. All right, so I'm gonna save this. I should be in No, not that one. I'm gonna go in my advanced query loop. I'm gonna switch to the trunk branch. What? Oh no, did I just delete? Oh my god. Did I just delete? I think I might have accidentally deleted it. Is this in? Oh, it's gone too. That's gone. That's not gone. Oh Lord. Okay. So that's embarrassing. I was cleaning out some of my old environments and I apparently deleted advanced query loop. Shit. So, oh man, that's really dumb. That's really dumb. I don't know why I would have done that. Okay. Let's see. Where was this stuff? Not in there. Where was this stuff sitting before? Welcome to my debug session. This is wonderful. This is sitting in local sites. Okay. All right. Well, whatever. Whatever. I lost all my local branches too, which is super fun and awesome. Okay. That doesn't make any sense because I had this thing sitting in documents. Where's my local? Oh boy, that's fun. That's fun times. Okay, so I guess I got to go to the repository and I got to get. Oh man, this is so dumb. I really screwed this up. Okay, all right, whatever. Live and learn. Move on. Move on. Okay, so let's see. Do I at least have my branches from before? Dynamic play. Oh god, thank God I have that. This is, okay. All right. Sorry, bear with me 1 second here. I guess I'm gonna have to fix this. So I'm gonna go into repo, git. What do we have in here? Thank God, there's nobody watching. Whew, that'd be embarrassing. Okay. All right. So git clone. I'm gonna clone that, and then come over here. I need to change this. I need to. There, I got that back. So I don't have a WordPress installed, but I don't think I need one per se in here. Oh, I cannot believe I did that. I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I think I also have to get the extension now. Spelled that wrong. There we go. We will grab this code. SSH. Grab that. Jump in here. Git. Git clone. Bam. So then I also have to do this. It'll be repositories. AQL extension. No, not RAQL. AQL. Oh, what's it called? Oh. And then I'm just going to delete this public one because that was what I was using just for like inspection stuff. I could just add another one. Okay, so I'm going to just okay, so that's a fun thing. That's a super fun thing that I did because I'm super dumb that I did that. So let's open this. What? Oh, Space is already open. What are you talking about? There we go. Okay, what does this default to? Trash. What does this default to? Oh, I don't want it to be. Settings. Workspace. Settings. Get out of here. Out of here. Workspace. Boop. Hey, P. and chat. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I really want this to be the default one, and I don't know why it's not being the default one. So we're going to do this. Events query loop. We're going to say git fetch all. Oh, okay. Well, that's super embarrassing. npm install. Oh, wait. I probably have like a whole setup thing. Oh, I can't believe I did all that. I'm so annoyed at myself. Oh, boy. Okay. Setup. Those are run dev. Okay. npm run setup. And npm I. So dumb. Can't believe I did that. Okay, so that's running all the stuff. Make sure the version's 4.1.0, which is right. Okay, and get rid of that. For those just tuning in, I accidentally deleted my local copy of Advanced Query Loop and all of the good stuff around it, and I'm very distraught about that. And not only did I trash it, but I emptied the trash, which was so stupid. I didn't realize I had done that. I thought I was deleting other things, so that's a bit embarrassing. Okay, so npm start, right? We should get a little start. That's cool. Okay. All right, so what I was doing here now, oh, this isn't gonna work anymore, right? Does this work now? Plugin parent? No, plugins. I don't think it's gonna be in there. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay. So I have to stop my running containers now. Boop. Stop those because it doesn't actually exist anymore. Okay, come on. Is it stopping? Stop. There we go. Excellent. Okay, so let's go back over here. And we're going to stop this for a second. npx, boom. I'm starting WP-env, which is what I have set up locally for this. And I'm setting in X debug mode, which is really great. And so I lost my VS Code folder, which is... okay. I gotta go back. Oh, this is so dumb. Okay, so I'm gonna WP-env so dumb. We go. I want xdebug IDE support, so I need to grab this, and I need to go into my launch configuration, create a launch JSON file for this. What is there one in there? Folder, advanced query loop. I'll have some settings in there. Okay, I need to launch that JSON. Launch. Did I spell it right? Launch.json. And here I should have what? I think it's configurations. What? God, create a launch JSON and advanced query loop, and we're gonna go. I don't know, whatever. PHP. Listen for xdebug. Okay, so we have a configuration, and I'm just going to replace that configuration. This is going to be debug. Say debug. Advanced query loop, and this is going to be workspace folder, and this should all hopefully work. And then if I run debug, right, and then I go into terminal, and then I go here. And WP admin. Welcome to first day with WordPress, starring Ryan. Okay, so let's make sure. Do I have advanced plugins? Do I have it installed? Have it installed. That's cool. All posts. I don't have any posts yet. So AQL. All right, I'm going to come in here, put the AQL in, title and excerpt. That sounds good. Save draft. Now, do I have any breakpoints in here anywhere? Let's put a breakpoint on. I don't think I have any. So in index, we're going to do a breakpoint right here. Right here. I'm going to stop it. And I guess we'll do a breakpoint right there. And I'm going to run the debug. And hopefully... Oh, why isn't that working? Let's try it again. Maybe let's try in a different spot. Includes, we'll go query loop. We'll put it right there. Okay, well, it's not working, but I gotta figure that out. So let's look at this. Oh, wait, stop. Start. And refresh. Oh no, that's why right there. It's advanced query loop. Should be doing it. So this should be launched. I was trying to debug. Apparently I was trying to debug. You know, Gutenberg, which isn't in here. So refresh. There we go. That worked. Beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna stop that. I'm gonna come down here and just delete all of these. Remove breakpoint, remove breakpoint. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so we're getting closer to being set up the way I wanted it to be set up. The other thing is PHP CS. No, C. What is this? Look at all this stuff. PHP CS. Executable path is going to be so what is it? It's like vendor then PHP CS, right? I'll make sure that that's set up correctly. Why is this yelling at me? What is this? And what? Why is this yelling at me? Undefined constant. No, that's fine. Oh, right. Okay. So, use that like that. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna leave it for now. Oh, pardon me. So this should be yelling at me. Okay, I think it's getting the right PHPCS. I think maybe I should put the standard in. PHPC standard is not. It's what is it? It's it should be PHPCS XML because I have my own one in there. And then yeah. Now let me check something else. If it auto saves all of this doodly doo, it does. That's nice. Okay, so now we're back to square one, which I love that this is actually happening. That I did this to myself like a dope, like a chump. Hey, if you get that reference, give me a hot dog emoji because you'll get that reference too. Quiet today. Okay, cool. Anyhow, I need to get back to over here. And so what was I doing? Post type. Okay. Excuse me. So I need to figure this out. So create a variation with default post type. With a default post type, e.g. a custom post type. Ensure the default query post works correctly in both Reddit. Okay. Select an additional post type from the settings. Use the interesting. So that is very, very interesting. I want to try something. Oh no, I want to do it that way. So you know what I want to do? Not that. Open this up. I want to get out of here. I want to do a new one of these. Okay. I want to do a new chat. I'm going to say generate code for a custom post type called testing type. Make sure it's available to the REST API. Okay. I'm using cursor to do this because I just want the code. Oh, it's going to put it in its own file? Sure, okay.
Oh great, it's Troy Chaplin.
Oh, great. It's Troy Chaplin. Hey, Troy. How's it going? How's it going? Oh, I don't want this to be a class. I just want it to be. Keeps getting linter errors. Sure. Okay, sure. Sure. Let's just do this for now. Apply to testing class. Is it just gonna do it? It's just gonna do it. What is this yelling at me for? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, sure, accept. So I just need to do that. Okay, so I don't know if this is gonna work. Are you getting your plugin ready for 6.8, or is this a continuation of work from last stream? It's a bit of both. I don't really know what we're doing today. I got a pull request that I'm testing through. Well, it's an issue and a pull request, but it has to do with multiple post types. I think this is going to solve a problem that people have been noticing before. So let's see what I have to do. Post types testing. Let me just, I got to do like, what am I going to do here? I got to do a composer thing. I got to go composer, what is it? Composer run dev. Is this going to work on that? All right, so let's just, this might just break everything. Let's see. It's give me issues. No, it's not showing that. Oh, I don't think this is being called. I think that's the problem. I'm gonna call it from here. I'm just going to I'm gonna call it from maybe here. Not found. Oh, because this is just wrong. This is not following. Ugh. You know what? I just want this. I just want the snippet. That's it. That's all I want. Oops. Copy that. This is too much. Delete. Too much. And that needs to go away. So I'm just going to drop it in here, and this should register my post. Oh, no, I have to do this on an init. Add action init function use labels. What? Oh, God. Okay, this needs to be the function. It needs to go inside of here. You know, this is my own fault. I should have asked, just give me a snippet. Just give me a stupid snippet. And stop trying to autocomplete all my stuff. Right? Formatting. Why is this? Oh, not that. Oh yeah, that's all right. It's an array. Okay, put that on its own line. Why is this yelling at me? Okay, fine, sure. And then that's yelling me about indentation. That's yelling me about indentation. So that. That's got to be what it is. All right, so hopefully I refresh this. Testing types. Okay, I've got types. That's super awesome. I did a lot. I wish when links or SU markers in my code. Yeah, it just stops when it hits those elements. Yeah, it doesn't really know what it's doing, which is kind of stupid. So the next thing that I want to do is I actually want to run. I want to run some commands on here. I want to generate some content. So here we go. I want to generate some posts. So what do I do? Okay. So I have to do it like this. I have to go npx. Holy crap. npx. No. Okay, I can do this, and it's going to be run. Do I have that already? Run, term, not term generate. I'm going to be, what is it, post? Post. Okay, WPCLI. Ba-bow. Nope, not it. Not it. This is it. I want posts. Yeah, post. There should be a generate command. Bam, generate command. I want to count. I want to type. That's what I want. Okay, so basically, it's going to be post generate. What is this post type called? It is called the testing type. Testing type. Nope, not there. Post generate. It's going to be testing type. Testing type, and we want to. I'm going to generate 20 of the post types here. Is it post-sa? WP post generate. What? Oh. So dumb. Okay, let's try that. Use what the hell? Too many positional arguments. Oh, because it's a flag. It's not a. We'll get there. We'll get there. Dash post post type equals testing type. Try that. Unknown post type. Is it just type? Post underscore type. Man. Let's see how many times I can break this. Let's see how many times. M Mechanic. Hello, welcome to the stream. Thanks for hanging out with me. What in the... Oh, there we go. So we should have... So if I come back in here now, hopefully I should have a bunch of post types. I do. Awesome. Okay. So the reason I want this is because I want to select this. Do I have posts? I don't have posts. I'm going to just generate random posts as well because I think we need that. Post. Just want to have a bunch of content in there. This is going to be hard to tell. Okay, so we got a bunch of posts. We got a bunch of test types. Okay, so let's get back to trying to figure this out. So the issue at hand is create a variation with a default post type, e.g. a custom post type. Okay, let's do that. First step, get rid of this. And we will go into... I don't think it matters. Does it matter? No, let's just put it on a... Let's just put it on a... let's just put it on here. Okay, so we got this. So I need to get this. I need to select post type is going to be testing type. I just want to show, let's say 5 items or a little 5, not 15, 5. Okay, cool. That seems to work. Okay, what's the next one? What's the next step? Ensure the default query poll works correctly in both front end and back end. Okay, so I got 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. I'm going to publish this and we'll check and see. Well, that doesn't work already. Why does that not work? Newest to oldest? Why is it? Am I the only... What is happening? How is that even possible? Okay, oldest to newest. If I save this, it's not adhering to these sort order. Post order by date, sending. So that's working, right? Well, maybe just found another bug. Interesting. Okay, so that's weird. So sending order, that works. So if I switch this to sending order This doesn't seem to care. Let's go by. Oh, you know what? Maybe the post. Oh, you know what? It probably is because the post date, it all happened at once. Let's go title. Let's go title. I'm just going to default this, and it's just going to go, I guess, newest to oldest, right? So we'll just hit save. And I don't know why 18's not in there, but. Okay, weird. My guess is because it has something to do with because they were all ordered at the same time. Who's that? Somebody binged something. Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna delete this. I'm just gonna put in a brand new one. And sure, let's do this. Okay. So save. Post order by date. I'm going to change it to title because I think that might be part of it. Okay, that looks right. Okay. Okay. Okay, whatever. Title is looking right. Okay, so that looks right. So let's select an additional post type from the settings. Okay, so in the settings, we're going to go additional post types. We're going to go that should have actually been testing type. Let's try this again. Okay, that looks right. So then in additional post types, we're going to say post. Okay, that's cool. Did it work? Additional post types is post. Okay, now what? Use the include post options to manually curate the list. Check the front end. The default post type is in order and only posts from the additional post type appear. Okay, so the default post type is testing. Okay, so now in here, I'm going to say AQL, post 22, post 19, post 17, post 15. Save. Okay, I think we also have to go like testing type 3. Okay, so 1, 2, I'm gonna just get rid of some of these. Okay, so I'm gonna save this, refresh this. I can't reproduce this error. I don't know what the expectation here is. The default post is the only post when the additional post have appeared. The editor still displays the expected post correctly. What? Okay. This doesn't seem to be an actual bug. But this doesn't make any sense. Create a variation with the default post type, e.g. custom thing. Ensure the default query works correctly in both front end. Select an additional post type in the settings. Using include post options to manually curate the list. Check the front end. The default post type ignored and only posts from the additional post type appear. The editor still displays the expected post correctly. Okay. So what if I get rid of that? Like, this is quite literally how it's supposed to work. Okay. Hello, and thanks for opening this. I am having trouble reproducing this error. When I um hmm. Interesting. Well, that's interesting because I don't know if this is actually a thing. Because I can't reproduce it. I don't know what the expectation is here. So the expectation for me, maybe I'm wrong. Chat, what do you think? The expectation for me is that when I curate, so I've selected the testing type and my post type, but when I start to curate the posts, the expectation for me is that this just becomes the way that I built this and my mindset around it is that the posts that have been defined in additional post types and the default post types are the bucket from which I can pull these posts. There should be no like if the expectation is like backfill the rest from this, that's not really what this feature is intended for. It's not a bad idea. I have had a request for people to to sort of backfill. So like if there's 10 posts and you want to curate two of them, it puts those two in and then basically backfills the rest. You know, not saying. Which is something that I used to do all the time, and now I can't even remember how to do that. I think it's a secondary query that you have to do. Let me see. WP query. Does that make sense? I don't know. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Let me look at the posts in. Okay, so you add post types and you can set posts just from those. Yeah, so that's the idea. Like these controls are kind of like it's sort of they all kind of have to work together in a sense. Like if you don't curate posts, you see you get all the things, right? So like so if I just select my testing type, right, which is a custom post type, there's a whole buttload of them. There's 31 here. But then if I say post, I start to get, those as well. And if I get pages, which I don't think there are any pages in here, or maybe there is, I don't know. Oh yeah, so there's a page. So that's what it can pull from, right? So then when I start typing, right, I should be able to get sample page, right? Because that's in the bucket. So I'm not sure. I have to figure that out, what they're expecting. I mean, if it does sound like the front end and the back end aren't accurate. Like it's saying here that like the editor still displays the correct posts. the expected post correctly, the default post type is ignored. So there seems to be a way to get here, and I just don't know how right now. Maybe I need to rebuild. Let's try something. Let me just try this again. I'm just gonna save this. Let me just rebuild. I did build at one point, so it should be fine. Oh, what is that? A warning array to string conversion. Where the hell? What the hell is this? Where's that happening? Class WP query. That's interesting. Okay. All right. So let's get back in here and more posts, and then grab this, and I'm just gonna show 10 posts, right? Get rid of page. So I should be able to curate. So if I say like AQL and I say testing type 1, right? I should get both of those. I do get both of those. I don't really understand. I do not understand. Okay. Glad I didn't just merge that, because I mean there's a fix for it that he did. But I don't understand why the fix would happen like that. Like, because I'm doing some array merging stuff, but he's casting things to arrays and then merging it that way. So I have to get a bit more information on this, which is fine. Which is totally fine. Fine. Now the backfill thing has got me thinking, because I think that'd be a really cool feature. Like, that'd be a very cool way of doing that. So how would we do that? Let's see. Post and post type ribs. So post in. Use sticky posts. They will be included, prepended if you want to not. To suppress this behavior, use ignore sticky posts. Okay. Passing empty array will return has post is true, and all posts will be returned. Logic should be used to So I think the way they used to do it was you do two queries. You would get the query, and then you would add to the displayed posts. I don't know how easy that would be, because we're not actually doing a lot of querying here. Because what we have to do is we have to get the query before you could maybe do it. Let's look. Where would we do that? So query loop, let's look. So in here, so the query loop is actually being handled here, right? So these are the things. So in my trait, so let's look at the post, the include posts, right? So this is like in array. So we're just getting a big old list of posts, and we're including those. So what we need to do is figure out the backfill, which I don't know the best way around it. Because you'd want to essentially do a query. Like, okay, so let me pseudocode this here. So git checkout feature. Hello, in YouTube. I'm sorry, I don't even know how to pronounce your name. I apologize. You're more than welcome to hang out here. But we are also over in Twitch, which is where the majority of our chat's happening. A bit quiet today, but you're welcome to hang out in YouTube and say hi. Or you're welcome to come on over to Twitch and say hi. So okay, so we're gonna do feature post backfill. So the way that I have this working is create a trait for each one of the things, right? And so in my trait for I'd need like a new file. We'll call this backfill.php. We'll call it that, and then I just basically do something like this. Post backfill. So this is going to be namespaces. Why is that in there? Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. Be gone with you. So this is going to be what we do. So there's always like a process and then whatever the parameter name is. So in my query params generator, I'm going to have a backfill in there, and they're going to use the traits of backfill, and then I have to basically process this now. So okay, what? Yeah, okay, that's fine. So backfill. So what I need to pull is tree to, okay, I'm gonna do this like that. Oh, get lost. New line. Okay, that's what's yelling at me. So this is gonna be use. We're gonna call it backfill, right? So it's gonna be backfill. So backfill. So assuming we're using backfill, right? The other thing that we need to figure out is, okay, stop auto completing all this stuff for me. Okay, so if we have backfill, what we need to do is we need to basically rebuild the query. Twitch is kind of a paid solution. YouTube is more open source for me. Well, okay, sure. I mean, like I said, you're totally welcome to hang out in YouTube. I mean, I'm just glad you're here. I think there's paid solutions for both. You can pay to have no ads in YouTube, and you can also, subscribe if you want. But neither one is a thing that you have to do to watch my content. You're more than welcome to come on Twitch and just ignore. I've turned off as many ads as I can on Twitch. So, but like I said, you're welcome to hang out. So cool. I'm not advocating for one or the other. Okay, so if backfill is true, what we need to do in here is we'll have to basically generate WP. This is going to get expensive. A WP query to get without the created list, right? So the other thing about this is backfill won't matter if this is not enabled. So like when we're in here, so this is going to be very much a thing that we add here, right? So if there's content inside these posts, then what we need to do is add the toggle in there. So this is going to be dependent on whether or not these things exist. So to get that, we're going to need to include posts. We're going to need to get the custom args for include posts, right? Included posts, right? So we'll have to do that. So it's going to be if include posts and backfill, right? This is certainly not what we're going to be doing here, but we're going to have to generate a backfill query, which is right. And then we're going to have to get all of the other parameters, which is sort of annoying because we don't want this. Oh no, we do want to exclude those posts too. This is getting dangerous. A post not in is not great. Is that, did you leave because I asked you told you could come over to Twitch if you wanted? I don't know. Let's see. Are you actually hanging out still? Well, if you're still around, you're more than welcome. But I don't know. I don't know how many people. There's 2 people watching now, so maybe just me and I'm sorry. Sorry, I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce your username. I apologize. I would love to. So yeah. Anyways, cool. You're welcome to hang out. Okay. So what I need to get is the post types. I need to be able to get the entire query. Oh, is Vladimir? Is that how I would pronounce that? I'm glad you're here, Vladimir. Thank you, and you're more than welcome to hang out in YouTube. That's awesome. Okay, so because we'll need the post types, we'll need basically everything else. Everything else that's not Oh, this is going to be interesting. So what would be the best way of doing this? Okay, so the way that this is working is it goes through all of this list, and I wonder if I put it at the end, will I get all the information that I want? Like if I say process all, okay, so what if we try this? This might be interesting. If I go like this, I'm going to say current this dot custom args. What is that? Okay. And then if I drop a little debug it in there, do that. What I'd like to see is I don't want this. This is not right. I'm just gonna that is actually right. I don't want to include those. I want to get rid of those things. But maybe what I can do is filter it instead of. Maybe what I can do is I can filter it instead of retrieving it, or instead of doing this. Anyways, we'll get there. Why is this yelling at me? Oh yeah, stupid. Whatever. Okay, cool. So let's go in here, and let's go in here, and let's add a couple of these, and we're gonna refresh this, and oh, I'm not debugging. That'll do it every single time. That'll do it every single time. Nice to have you. Nice to have you on YouTube. I'm with you from near with necklace and necklace illumination stream. Well, I'm glad to be on YouTube, Vladimir. If I'm saying that wrong, please let me know. Is it Vladimir or yeah, Vladimir, right? Please let me know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, because I will learn it otherwise. Okay, so let's try this. Okay, I'm gonna refresh it. What? Okay, go away. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna just turn. Sorry, I'm gonna turn these off because we should be getting. Holy smokes, man! Let's try it again. Let's try it again. Okay. Why is this not running? Process backfill. Backfill. Pronunciation is correct. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Oh, okay. I need to add it, which is gonna be okay. I wonder if I can just edit this directly and just add it in. If I go visual editor, where's my AQL? Advanced query loop. Save format. Pagination is true. So if I just do this and go back, fill, true, like that. Thank you. Sorry, last. Oh, there we go. Okay. So what does current query have? Post types, post in. All right. All right. Okay. No found rows. True. Oh, interesting. So if I can get the current query. So did I take the pagination? Oh, there's no pagination on there. That's very cool. Yeah, cool. Carl F. Bittman also in YouTube. Well, I'm just glad he's here. So I mean, I hope like it's cool. If he saw my last stream, my last stream he saw was on Christmas. Awesome. That's fantastic. I really appreciate everybody hanging out. Okay, so I think this might work. So what I think I can do is is create this and then filter. Like I wonder, yeah, okay. So the custom args look like this, right? So post type, post in. So I can remove post in. No found rows, it's cool. So okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try something here. Okay, so current query, and I'm gonna go current query, and I actually don't remember what it was. Post type, I guess, and not doing that. That's for sure. And I'm going to just do this, and I'm going to just fix this up a little bit because it's gonna drive me crazy. That keeps yelling at me, and I'm gonna say, okay, I'm gonna say if. Have posts. Yeah. Oh, this is actually quite awesome. Okay, so I'm just gonna jump into here. I'm gonna stop that. I'm gonna do this. Correct, Carl. Well, thank you. I appreciate you being a fan. That's awesome. Okay, cool. All right, so let's see. So what do we got in here? So the backfill query is W query. If it has posts, so at this point, we got in there. So backfill posts. So maybe I'm gonna put a little thing here, jump down to the next one. So backfill posts, what does it look like? So I got 10 posts, and this is pretty sweet, right? Include posts, backfill posts. Let's see what this does. Okay. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna stop this. This is not gonna be accurate yet, but it's gonna be a lot more accurate than it was like a couple minutes ago. Where is my array to string conversion happening? Like, let me. Okay, I'm not debugging. All right, hold on. So, let's see. Okay. So that's not actually doing a thing. Okay, so we're getting closer. Oh, it needs to return. It probably needs to return something. Let's go date query. So in here, it needs to. Oh, maybe not. Okay, so backfill. Okay, so why this custom args? Oh wait. Post, yeah. Okay. Post in. So let's look in query loop. We should be able to get all of the things in here. I wonder if there's a race condition happening here now. Okay, so let's run this. So in here, query args is 3, post type is those two things, post in is that. Okay. What? Okay, why is this not running? So I need to check that, I guess. I need to check that. That's not running. Oh, wait, did I not save this? What do we, okay, maybe do I have backfill in here somewhere? Oh, it's been removed. Okay, I have to add this. So sorry, that's why backfill is set to true. I'm going to save this, and I'm going to stop that. I'm just going to make it save, and backfill is set. Nope, backfill set to true. Okay, cool. We'll get out of there. Now I want to see what happens when I refresh this. Uh-oh. All right, let me get some debugging happening here. Warnings maybe. Backfill posts. I've got 10 posts in here. Okay, so let's step along to the next one. So query args. There's Oh, okay. I know what the problem is. Testing type AQL. I know what the problem is. It's getting it, but there's I think I have to do some conversion. I think in the include post thing. Nope. Why is that? Oh, I have to filter these posts, I think. Yeah, I think that's what I have to do. So backfill posts is going to be, because so if I look at include, hold on, stand by. If I look at include posts here, I should, include posts is going to be an array. It's got ID and title. It's got just those two things. Now, so I need to do that with backfill posts. Backfill posts. All right. So there's an array map or PHP array map, right? Array map. Okay. What does it do here? But I want to. No, not map. Be filter, right? PHP array filter. I just want parts of it. I just want parts of it. Filters, elements. So is it no, I don't want that. Is it map? I think it's map, right? Because I want to basically create an array from this list of crap. So if I do, that's what it is, right? Right? I just want to return some stuff. So I'm going to go array map. Okay, I'm going to try this. I'm going to go mapped post array map function, boom, right? I'm going to return an array. It's going to be, what is it? What do I include? It's ID and title. So it's going to be ID. It's going to be post ID. ID. No, right? Hold on. Backfill post is array, but it's a post, so it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be ID, and then it's going to be, right? Oh my God, Ryan. Right? Title. Maybe post. I think it should be post and title like that. I don't need those. Be gone with you. And spell return, right? Okay. So, oh, then I have to tell it what it's actually backfilling here, right? I think that's how that works, right? Right. So we got a function that does this and should do that. And why is this yelling at me? Expect the one space after function keyword. Fine. Okay, stop. Boom. Why is this yelling at me? What is this? Yes, it is. Oh, it's not picking up my PHP CS. It's driving me nuts. Okay, so I should hopefully have a bunch of mapped posts in here now. So if I refresh this again, where am I? If I go here, I should have a bunch of, what's the mapped posts look like? Hello, there we go. Okay, so then I should be able to pass map posts to there. Right, so that should give me what I need. Yeah, it didn't work. Why didn't it work? Let's see. Let's see why it didn't work. Post. And then we're going to put this AQL in there. Boom. And we're going to put post 22 in there. And I'm going to do testing type 1. That's really strange. Okay. All right. So it's breaking something. Let's see. Let's see what it's breaking. Okay. So then in query params, no, and not in there. Where am I? Where am I doing this? I'm wondering if maybe there's some kind of weird, like I said, a race condition or something going on with it. Let's see. So in here, okay, we're going to step through that. So query args, it's going to have 3 post type, post in. It's got 13 items. That seems right. Where's the hello world coming from, though? Oh, okay, so it's got those 3 items that I added, and it's adding them back in, right? Okay. And I stepped through it, and I was doing it again. Okay, that's the notice or whatever. Okay. So I think what I have to do is I have to modify this a little bit. It's really annoying that it's can't find that. I'm gonna turn those off, I guess. All right, let's see. All right. So what I'm gonna have to do, I'm just gonna do this for now. This is not a really smart. It's not really a good way of doing that, unfortunately, because this is kind of expensive. But I also want post per page, right? But not backfill. Post per page is going to be this custom params. Oh wait. Current query. I think this is. I don't know. I have to see what this is. Post per page. I think that might be what it is. I'm gonna just start this again because I want to just see what I have in here. Okay, so current query will have. It doesn't have this default params. That's what I'm looking for. Per page. Custom params. Per page. Do I have? Okay. Do I have this? Oh, I get it. Okay, so I need custom params and then need to set per page. So I need to get this custom params, this custom params, and this is going to be should be per page. But I want to subtract. What I want to subtract is I want to subtract and count include posts, right? Because I've already got the posts. I've got 2 posts. All right, so if I had 10, this should give me 10 at the end of all of this. Hopefully. Map posts, yeah. So there's 10 posts, right? So AQL, post 8, post 6, post 5, post 22, post 11, post 7, post 4, post 10. And what do I have set in here? Okay, stop. Line 22. Line 22. Strange. This doesn't actually happen in there. Okay. Testing type post. So AQL. Remove item. Remove item. So I don't think that's right. I think what I need to get is the combined post type. So let's look at that. So let's go current query. Post type is 2. Testing. No, that's right. Post not in. 6, 4. Oh. Okay. this needs to be, okay, so post not in is wrong. So post not in is going to, I have to map this again. Oh, this is really ugly. Okay, so I have to do this thing again. I have to map this stuff because I only want, I only want just the ID, right? So post, no. Oh my God, come on. Post, right, do that, do this. And I should just be able to return post this ID. That should be all I need to do. Right? That should be it. Is this wanting because it? Oh, I need that. Okay, so that should give me. That should give me something. Oh boy. Oh wait, no, sorry. Should be this actually. Right, current so post type, post in is no. Clue post is an ID. It should just be it's lowercase ID. Okay. There we go. So let's try that again. And why is this yelling at me? Oh, okay. All right. So backfill query var, don't query, it should be post not in. There we go. That's what I want, right? Post type is those two, post not in is those, and then post per page is 7. So then, I don't care about that. I should jump down in here. So map posts, there should be 7 map posts, and then included posts 3. And there should only be 10 posts in there. Okay, so that looks a little better. I don't know if this is gonna work, but let's see what comes out of here. Query args is post type, post in, just those 10 items. Post type is those things. Post in is these things. AQL, post test 22, testing type. Post 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Okay. This all looks right. So far. I'm just going to stop this. I'm going to refresh this. I don't understand why it's doing that. Everything is looking correct so far. Like everything that I'm seeing is looking like it's supposed to look like. This map stuff looks right. So I step through, and here, filter query args are going to be post in. Those 10 posts, right? Post type is going to be testing type and post. It's an array. That's right. Like I have post 22, I have testing type. That's fine. Oh, wait. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. I think that's wrong because I think this needs to go back. Okay. So I think what I need to do now is I need to map this to just make it IDs. Oh my God, this is crazy. Okay, so I have to do another array map. Array map, right? I'm gonna merge those things. I'm gonna put a little function in here. That's the problem I'm having. Function, right? I'm gonna do that. So this is I'm gonna have to clean this up. But basically what I need to do is I now need to map this So can I just do this? Can I just go FN? Is it possible? Can I get like post? Is this? I think I can do it this way. Post. I think I can do that, right? Is this yelling at me? Why is it yelling at me? What's the problem? Oh, boom and boom. That. Okay. So I think that should do it. Let's try. Let's just try. Post in should. Yes. Exactly. You're exactly right, Vladimir. So what I have to do is I have to, because the way that it's being stored is because we want, like, so what's happening here? Let me explain what's happening. And you can see why we have to do all these jumping around. Stop that for now. Come on. Let's go. What's happening here is because of the way that this needs to be stored, this is being stored, in here, the title, but we actually need the ID. So the way this is being stored, it's being stored in array showing one side depending on what it is. So that's why I have to map it back and forth. So I think what this is going to do is this is going to give me the appropriate thing. And this looks already better. So let's reload this. So let's, excuse me. Let's jump in to here. So filter query R's, post in is just an array of IDs. That is so much better. Okay. So let's, I'm going to turn this one off. I don't need that. All right, I'm going to have to sneeze in a second. All right, so let's see. Let's see. With a little luck, hey, it's working. Front end. It's working, but there's more things in here, in that one, than there is in this one, which is super odd. Oh, because this only shows a certain amount? Is this why? I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna put in a brand new AQL on its own, title and excerpt. Perfect. Okay, so now the thing I have to do is come in here and I have to put backfill in. So I'm just gonna, doesn't really matter where I put it, I guess. Page sticky for format, disable by. And I'm just gonna go backfill. It's true. We're gonna exit code out. We're gonna save that. Okay, so now I should be able to come in here. I'm gonna 10 posts. I'm gonna do post type's gonna be testing type. I don't want the excerpt. I just want the title. And I'm gonna get rid of the pagination because I don't need the pagination either. Let's do this. Okay, cool. Save that. So this has got a whole bunch of stuff. And then I'm going to come here, I'm going to go post. Boom. And this should give me some posts and whatever. But I'm going to change it to random. Nah, maybe not random. Random? No, random's not good because title, I guess. The problem here is my date, I guess. Okay, because it's just going to show posts and stuff. So in here, I'm going to do AQL. I'm going to do testing. Type 19, right? Shows up there. I'm gonna, right? That's so strange. I'm gonna order by title, I guess. I don't know. Testing type, post AQL. I'm gonna sort it in ascending order, so that looks like it's correct. And his backfill not being saved in there now. Let me just double check. Is backfill gone? Backfill is set to true. Exit code editor. What's my post type set to? So let's check this out. So I'm getting that there. I'm not getting it. This is kind of right though, because I only have 2 things curated, but I'm only getting. Okay, let's try setting this to post and then setting this to testing type and then curating some of these. Save that, refresh. Testing type 18, testing type 16. Post. So those 2 are coming in because they're post. What if I do more? This doesn't seem to be affecting it. Okay, so 15. I mean, it seems to be working on the front end, but it's not working on this side, which I don't know why. Constant network. Let's grab that, and we're gonna make it network. I'm gonna make a network request. Here we go. So let's see what this is. Headers, no payload. Include posts. Oh, post. Backfill is true. Oh, okay. So it's working, but it's not updating. It's not showing up in here because this is just the two things that are showing up. But why am I getting these other posts here? So let's look in. I'll probably have to look in here somewhere. So this is the block editor. So let's put a breakpoint in here. Which one was that? I think this one. I just want to see what happens because there's two places that this has to happen. It has to happen on the back end and on the front end. Let's save that. Okay, so filter query. It's got nothing in it. Query args. There's nothing in there. What? Okay. Let me stop this. I'm going to variation. Let's go in my variation. Attributes, controls. I don't want to have to build a new control out for this yet, but okay, let's just do that. So in my post include controls, I need a toggle. So this is going to be, where is it? Use effect. Excuse me. So include post. So inside that base control, I do what is it? Toggle control. Backfill. Set attributes. So in my set attributes, I want to take the query, and I want to. I'm gonna grab this whole thing, and then in here, I'm gonna grab that. Right, and it's gonna be backfill. It's gonna be the opposite of backfill. But of course, I don't need that. Backfill is going to get pulled from up in here somewhere. Backfill. It's going to be, let's just leave it. Okay, so, all right, now I'm going to start npm start. To have two different post types like what you're doing now, but what's Carl F. Bittman saying in YouTube? You know what would be awesome to have two different post types like what you're doing now, but have the ability to use two different templates, like change the appearance of both in the same query. Oh, that's interesting. You could do that probably. You could do probably something that's very interesting. So this post template, you could probably do something neat with it. You could do maybe a variation of this block and have it like be context aware. That would be kind of neat. There's a plugin by Nick Diego called Block Visibility. It might be doable with that. But you'd have to. So I would imagine that this. Okay, now I'm in the rabbit hole. Let's go take a look. So if you look in the packages, so this is the Gutenberg repository, and we look at the block library. We look for page template or post template. So the post template block. So in the post template block, we could probably. Let's actually look at the source. Let's see. Oh, not that. Sorry. What am I doing? Block JSON. We'll see. Does it supports uses context? So it has access to the context of the post type, which is cool, meaning that like you could probably do something with this, right? So the context, it's got the query. You can pull this stuff out. You might be able to do it, but it would be like a variation. Maybe you might have to figure out like doing a variation of this, but it's a cool idea because then you can have multiple templates and be like, if this template, like if the post type is this type, then this displays, right? You know, you could just have it render or not render depending on what the post type is. So that could be an interesting solution. What does save.js do? So it just does the inner block content. Well, that's kind of cool. Okay, yeah, I think it's an interesting project to solve, which we could probably do. I'm not gonna have time to do it today, but it's definitely something that we could look at doing. It's kind of a cool idea. So in here, I broke something. What did I break? Let's see. What do I got here? Oh, I probably didn't import. Toggle's not defined. Well, that'll do it every single time. Toggle control. There we go. Let's try that again. Yeah, Troy in Twitch, Carl is saying that's a cool idea for a post type listing. It would also solve a lot of problems where like where we can't do anything about like having one query loop with multiple. What? Who's doing that? Get out of here. With multiple template types. Okay, so where does this thing going here? So we're gonna go backfill, backfill, save. So let's just look and make sure it's saving here. So we got backfill set to true, and we're gonna come in here. I'm gonna have to like make this smarter. Like backfill is not really a very descriptive solution. But we can do that. And what does it say? Backfill is false. Okay, great. So we have backfill now set up, which is super duper handy. Why did I need that? Why was I setting that? I felt like I needed to set that for something. So I don't. Oh, I know why. Because let's check. My theory was that in here, in here, filtered query args. We got post type, post in. That's weird. Where's that coming from? I'm streaming. What's that?
I just want you to take a look at
Oh yeah. Just give me like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Thank you.
Huh. Why is it not getting those query parameters? This is so weird. Okay. Stop this. Refresh this. It's weird that it's not doing it on the back end, but it's doing it on the front end. It's not even doing it on the front end anymore. That's wicked. Okay. So what is happening in here? Let's check this. I bet my data types are all screwy now. It's probably like a string instead of a. What's this? Backfill is set to false. See that? You see that? Oh, I hate that. Okay. So we gotta go. I really hate this because you have to do it like this. Because the bool val thing isn't exactly accurate. So let's try that now. This is gonna probably work a little bit better. Okay, so backfill is set to false apparently. Okay, so that's never gonna do this. Never gonna do it. Never gonna do it. Let's see. Why is this set to false? Yeah. Stop. We're gonna set it to backfill. It's set to true. We're gonna save that. Come back in here. Run this. Refresh. Backfill is true. Wonderful. Oh wait, no. Is this gonna get into here now? God damn it. No, it never gets in there. So if I set this to backfill, this should get in there now. Let me refresh that. Okay, backfill is set. Okay, a little bit of wonderful. There we go. Get rid of these. So what in here? Args. I don't see a bar. Okay, the custom, so it should be in here. So backfill is set to true, but it's still a string, which doesn't seem to matter, but it also seems to matter for some reason. Okay, so in my backfill in here, what am I getting? Like, what's happening out here? So here, it gets in there. So there's 31 map posts. And the custom args is 31 map posts, 31 map posts. There's only 18 map posts. Why is there only 18 of them? And now there's only 2. Excuse me. Okay. Huh. Okay. Something is just running in a weird way, I think. I don't know if there's any guarantees that that's going to run when I want it to run. It's doing some stuff. I think I need to come up with a different way of doing this, because I don't think I can rely on the order in which this stuff is running. That's what I think the problem is, because this is running, but it's just looping an array, and I don't know if it's necessarily like I want it to run last. I wonder if there's like, because the logic inside of this is correct ish. Basically, we want to get everything, like we want to basically get all of the parameters that we're doing, and you want to ignore the I can do it like this. We want to ignore the ones that have already been selected. That's what we want to do. And then we want to take the whatever we want to deal with all that, and then we want to take the args in here and do this. But the problem that I think we're running into is I think it's running at different times. So there might be something that I have to do is like after all of this stuff, not there, get out of here. Like maybe after all this runs, maybe after all that. So I think there's a bit more. I think this is not an issue with what I'm doing, but I think it's also like I think it's also just the way that I engineered this solution. Like it didn't really matter what order it all ran in. So I think there might be like maybe a filter or something that I need to run, or like a post process function that needs to happen. That probably gets run just before it gets returned here. That actually might be the way of doing it. Like what if I were to go, what if I were to do this? I were to call this process backfill in here. I wonder what would happen if I were to do that. Let's try it. Let's see what that does. Let me just turn this off and just see what happens, what runs here. What I'm going to do is in here, I'm not going to run the backfill as part of this. I'm going to run its own backfill. So this will exclude it from this loop, like, and then this is just going to run that after the fact. No, it still doesn't really like what's happening. It's still working, but it's not. This is not quite right. Okay. Well, anyways, I'm gonna drop off, but it's working. It's just not displaying properly in the back end. So that's where I have to figure this out. Oh, Troy's got a question. Do we need style variations in this plugin? I'll admit I've never tried it out. No, I have no style variations. This is just strictly. Well, first of all, shame on you for not trying it out. No, I'm kidding. there's no style variations because the query loop block, the general query loop block handles all of its layout inside of post template, and so all this is a variation of the query loop block that adds more controls to be able to do more complicated queries. Hence the advanced query loop. The advanced prefix. So yeah, so you can do anything, like you can put templates and anything you want in here, right? I don't like the query loop block for my work environment, which is why I never tried yours. Yeah, I mean the query loop block is what it is, but it's like the only way to get to do a query in a block theme, unless you pull in like a PHP template and do it that way. But yeah, but that's what this is. It just makes query looping a little bit more advanced and more complicated, or right wrong. Yeah, exactly. So cool. Anyways, well, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. And over on YouTube, I want to thank Karl F. Bittman and Volodymyr Dischenko, I hope I'm saying that right, for hanging out with me. And yeah, we'll chat at you next week. Thanks, everyone. Talk to you soon.